Hi, what's up everybody? It's your boy G. We're here to talk about the Canon R50v. Again, this is such a great little camera. One of the important things is just the form factor. It's super small, very compact, very lightweight, fits in your camera bag perfectly. And I think like that's one of the important things about this camera. Just like how much you can do with a small camera. So, I mean, 4K, 1080p, 120 frames, so you can get that slow-mo. It's just a lot of good stuff in this camera. All right, so if you're thinking about buying one, I think it is perfect for content creators, and I'm gonna explain why. Video performance, like I said, 4K is downsampled from 6K, which is great. It's got a great image, a lot of good colors. You can pull colors out because it is C-Log 3, and I think that's like one of the important things that you can do. But on the flip side, if you are a creator that doesn't want to color grade, you don't have to. You can customize some of the colors within the camera and get the look or the feel that you want. But it looks really good straight out of camera, so you really don't have to color grade if you don't want to. Okay, so you definitely get, you know, 24, 30 frames. Like I said, 120 frames in 1080p, which isn't a big deal. You really can't tell. I've actually asked a couple people. You cannot tell that it is not 4K. It looks really good. It feels really good. All right, so that's battery life. Battery life is great. So I've used this for a couple weddings now. That was kind of the primary purpose of why I bought it. Battery life is great. I typically go through about 3 batteries for an 8-hour day, which I feel like is pretty good. I did some slow-mo, you know, some regular stuff. It was good. The footage turned out great. So you really can't ask for more than that, in my opinion, especially with, it's not the LP6 batteries, it is the smaller batteries, the LPE 17 batteries. So they're super small, but they work. They carry a lot of punch. So this camera is really great. A couple of downsides. Don't really like how it looks when things are dark. Yeah, the base ISO is 400, but if you get past 1600, it just looks a little grainy in the shadows. So you really have to make sure that your lighting and exposure is correct. Which again, when you're shooting kind of like content at your house, you can control your lighting some, so it really doesn't matter. When you're outside, it really doesn't matter. The things I struggled with were in receptions that were a little dark. I struggled a little bit trying to get the right footage, the right thing. So that's just one thing to kind of be aware of. But you know, if you go to the fair like I did, and you take this camera, those images and video were great. Even though my ISO was cranked, it had enough light to kind of give you a good image. And I shot a lot of that in slow-mo, and it looked wonderful. So I'll put a couple clips in of that, but it was great. So, all right, so I am going to sell this camera though. I'm selling the R50v because I have upgraded to the R6 Mark II, which I'm currently shooting on. So we're just kind of getting all of that in. So yeah, a couple things to note. I do not like the photos that come from the R50v. I need a little bit more image manipulation qualities, and I need them a little bit bigger so I can print. And that was really my only gripe with this camera. If the photo quality had been a little better, I probably would have kept it. But because I do a lot of photography and videography, I need something that can really handle both and handle both well. And the photos for this just wasn't for me. So that was really my only gripe with it. So with that being said, you know, this camera is for sale. So if this is something you're interested in, send me a message. But last thing to note, you will need a small rig cage for this camera. If you are considering buying this camera at some point in the future, you do need the cage just to, if you want to put it on a gimbal or any of that nature, you will need it. And it just makes your life a little easier, especially if you're using the bigger, higher quality RF glass. So keep that in mind as well. But again, you know, if I didn't upgrade and need the better photo quality, I would keep this camera. But I need a little bit more from the photo side of the house. So that's just for me, my business and my workflow. If you're just a creator that does, you know, social media content, this is probably the perfect camera for you. This with like a 16mm or a 35mm lens, small enough to fit in your bag, good enough to capture the things that you need, and it's actually really good. So anyway, that is the Canon R50v. There's going to be, you know, I wonder if they do a Mark II, maybe they'll put a full-size sensor in this thing. If they keep it small, full-size sensor, just to help the pictures be a little better, I would definitely revisit that in the future. So I don't know, Canon, if you ever see this video, do a full-size sensor for this Canon R50v. Don't change nothing else but the sensor, and I'd be all down for it. But anyway, that is my take on this camera. Like I said, solid camera, but for me and my workflow, I just need a slight upgrade. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Till the next one. See ya.